This video lecture explains about the models of deadlocks in distributed systems. After completion of this video lecture, the students will be able to identify the deadlocks in various models and analyze the various deadlock models. So the distributed system allow many kinds of resource request. The process might require a single resource or a combination of resources for its execution. So this section introduces a hierarchy of request models starting with very restricted forms to the ones with no restrictions whatsoever. This hierarchy shall be used to classify the deadlock detection algorithms based on the complexity of the resource request they permit. The process might require a single resource or a combination of resources for its execution. We have 5 models: single resource model, AND model, OR model, P out of Q model, and unrestricted model. First, see about the single resource model. In this model, a process can have at most one outstanding request for only one unit of a resource. The maximum out degree of a node in wait for graph for a single resource model can be 1. The presence of a cycle in the wait for graph shall indicate that there is a deadlock. Consider this example: PA, PB, PC and PD are the passive processors that had already acquired the resources, and PE is the active process that is requesting the resource. So there is only at most one outstanding request. That's why we called as single resource model. Next model is AND model. In this AND model, a process can request more than one resource simultaneously, and the request is satisfied only after all the requested resources are granted to the process. The requested resources may exist at different locations. The out degree of a node in the wait for graph for AND model can be more than 1. So the presence of cycle in the wait for graph indicates a deadlock in the AND model. Each node of the wait for graph in such a model is called as AND node. Consider this example. Wait for graph is described in this figure. Process P11 has 2 outstanding resource requests. In case of AND model, P11 shall become active from idle state only after both the resources are granted. So there is a cycle P11, P21, P21 to P24, P24 to P54, P54 to P11. So there is a cycle exists which corresponds to a deadlock situation. In the AND model, if a cycle is detected in the wait for graph, it implies a deadlock but not vice versa. That is, a process may not be a part of a cycle. It can still be deadlocked. Consider the process P44. In figure, it is not a part of any cycle but it is still deadlocked as it is dependent on P24, which is deadlocked. Since in this single resource model, a process can have at most one outstanding request, and the AND model is more general than the single resource model. Next model is OR model. In OR model, a process can make a request for numerous resources simultaneously, and the request is satisfied if any one of the requested resources is granted. The requested resources may exist at different locations. If all the requests in the wait for graph are OR request, then the nodes are called as OR nodes. Presence of a cycle in the wait for graph of an OR model does not imply a deadlock in the OR model. That is, consider this example. If all the nodes are OR nodes, then process P11 is not deadlocked, because once process P33 releases its resources, P32 shall become active as one of its requests is satisfied. After P32 finishes execution and releases its resources, process P11 can continue with its processing. In the OR model, the presence of a node indicates a deadlock. With a blocked process, with every blocked process, there is an associated set of processes are called as dependent set. A process shall move from an idle to an active state on receiving a grant message from any of the processes in its dependent set. A process is permanently blocked if it never receives a grant message from any of the processes in its dependent set. A set of processes S is deadlocked if all processes in the S are permanently blocked. To formally state that a set of processes is deadlocked, the following conditions hold to be true. The conditions are: each of the processes, the set S is blocked, and the dependent set for each process in S is a subset of S, and the third condition is no grant message in transit between any two processes in the set S. The next model is P out of Q model. This is the variation of AND OR model. This allows a request to obtain any k variable resources from a pool of n resources. This favors more compact formation of a request. Every request in this model can be expressed in the AND OR model and vice versa. Both the models are the same in expressive power. However, this P out of Q model lends itself to much more compact information of a request. Next model is unrestricted model. In this unrestricted model, no assumptions are made regarding the underlying structure of resource request. In this model, only one assumption, that the deadlock is stable, is made, and hence it is the most general model. This way of looking at the deadlock problem helps in separation of concerns. Concerns about properties of the problem are separated from underlying distributed system computations. Hence, these algorithms can be used to detect other stable properties as they deal with this general model. But these algorithms are more theoretical value for distributed systems, since no further assumptions are made about the underlying distributed system computations, which leads to a great deal of overhead, which can be avoided in the simpler model like AND or models. Thank you. The possible questions may asked in this topic is what is the single resource model, explain about AND model with the example, and how to detect deadlock in OR model, and explain about P out of Q model and restricted model, and compare and contrast features of varied deadlock models. Thank you.